The older I get, the more I think you only get a minute. Better live while you're in it, 'cause it's gonna blink. And the older I get, the truer it is. It's the people you love, not the money and stuff, that makes you rich. And if they found the fountain of youth, I wouldn't drink a drop, and that's the truth. Funny how it feels, I'm just getting to my best years yet. The older I get, the fewer friends I have. But you don't need a lot when the ones that you've got have always got your back. And the older I get, the better I am at knowing when to give and when to take a stand. And if they found the fountain of youth, I wouldn't drink a drop, and that's the truth. Funny how it feels, I'm just getting to my best years yet. The older I get. Times I've laughed and cried, they're souvenirs and little signs of the life I've lived. The older I get, the longer I pray. I don't know why, I guess that I've got more to say. And the older I get, more thankful I feel for the life I've had, and all the life I'm living still.
Got me, we got something everybody can see. Me, I got you, we got a good thing, honey, no we do. Friends, they all love, 'cause we can every day to show. Smiles we can't hide, we got something just a good hold inside. We don't need no money, honey, you and I. What we've got together, money just came by. What we've got, the rest pretty old. I got you, you got me, we got love. gonna keep it on. 'Cause love makes us strong. As long as we got love, it ain't wrong. We don't need no money, honey, you and I. What we've got together, money just came by. What we've got is prettier. I got you, you got me, we got love.
My senses like a night in the forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come let me love you, let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter, let me die in your arms. Let me lay down beside you, let me always be with you. Come let me love you, come love me again. Senses like a night in the forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. There's a light that glows by the front door, and don't forget the keys under the mat. When child stars shine, always stay humble and kind. Go to church 'cause your mama says to. Visit grandpa every chance that you can. It won't be wasted time, always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, don't lie. I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When the dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay stops you from flying. Always stay humble and kind. Know the difference between sleeping with someone and sleeping with someone you love. I love you ain't no pickup line, so always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, and don't lie. I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When the dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. When I'm started a root beer, a popsicle, shut off the AC and roll the windows down. Let that summer sun shine. Always stay humble and kind. Don't take for granted the love this life gives you. When you get where you're going, don't forget, turn back around. Help the next one in line. Always stay humble and kind.
Two young people without a thing say some vows and spread their wings, settle down with just what they need, living on love. She don't care about what's in style, she just likes the way he smiles. It takes more than marble and tile, living on love. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. Just like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme, living on love. It sounds simple, it's what you're thinking. Love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much when you get enough, living on love. Two old people without a thing, children gone, still they sing, side by side on their front porch swing, living on love. He can't see anymore, and she can barely sweep the floor, but hand in hand they'll walk through that door, just living on love. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth
doesn't take much when you get enough. Living on love. Living on love. Buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. Just like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme. Living on love. It sounds simple, it's what you're thinking. Look and walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much when you get enough. Living on love. No, it doesn't take much when you get enough. Living on love.
Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything that I got is just what I've got on. When that sun is hot in the Texas sky, I'll be bucking up to county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. They took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe, lost my wife and a girlfriend somewhere along the way. I've been looking for aid when they pull that gate, and I hope that judge ain't blind. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's on my mind. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything that I got is just what I've got on. I ain't got a dime, but what I got is mine. I ain't rich, Lord, I'm free. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, where I'll be. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be.
Remember when I was young, so were you. The time stood still. Love was all we knew. You were the first, so was I. Made love and then you cried. Remember when? Remember when we vowed the vows and walked the walk, and gave our hearts, made the start, and it was hard. We lived and learned life through curves. There was joy, there was hurt. Remember when? tiny newborn, and life was changed. Disassembled, rearranged, we came together, fell apart, and broke each other's hearts. Remember when? Oh, play that steel guitar a little bit, right? Remember when the sound of little feet was amusing? We danced to week, brought back the love. We found trust, vowed we'd never give it up. Remember when? Seems so old now, looking back. It's just a stepping stone to where we are, where we've been. Said we'd do it all again. Remember when? Remember when? I said when we turn gray, when the children grow up and move away, we won't be sad, we'll be glad for all the life we've had. And we'll remember when. Remember when.
I still feel 25 most of the time. I still raise a little Cain with the boys. Honky tonks and pretty women, Lord, I'm still right there with them, singing above the crowd and the noise. Sometimes I feel like Jesse James, still trying to make a name, knowing nothing's gonna change what I am. I was a young troubadour when I wrote it on a song, and I'll be an old troubadour when I'm gone. Well, the truth about the mirror is that a damn old mirror don't really tell the whole truth. It don't show what's deep inside or read between the lines, and it's really no reflection of my youth. Sometimes I feel like Jesse James, still trying to make a name, knowing nothing's gonna change what I am. I was a young troubadour when I wrote it on a song, and I'll be an old troubadour troubadour when I'm gone. I was a young troubadour when I wrote it all a song, and I'll be an old troubadour when I'm gone. I'll be an old troubadour when I'm gone.
In the spring of 47, so the story it is told, old John Sutter went to the millside and found a piece of shining gold. Well, he took it to the city where the word like wildfire spread, and old John Sutter soon came to wishing he'd left that stone in the riverbed. For they came like herds of locusts, every woman, child, and man, in their lumbering Conestogas. They left their tracks upon the land. Some would fail and some would prosper, some would die and some would kill. Some would thank the Lord for their deliverance, and some would curse John Sutter's mill. Well, they came from New York City, and they came from Alabama with their dreams of finding fortunes in this wild, unsettled land. Well, some fell prey to hostile arrows as they tried to cross the plains, and some were lost in the Rocky Mountains with their hands froze to the rains. Oh, some would fail and some would prosper, some would die and some would kill. Some would thank the Lord for their deliverance, and some would curse John Sutter's mill. Some pushed on to California, and others stopped to take their rest. And by the spring of 1860, they had opened up the West. And then the railroad came behind them, and the land was plowed and tamed. When old John Sutter went to meet his maker with not one penny to his name, oh, some would fail and some would prosper, some would die and some would kill. Some would thank the Lord for their deliverance, and some would curse John Sutter's mill. Some would curse John Sutter's mill. Some men's thirsts are never filled.
Never saw the end in sight. Fools are kind of blind. Thought everything was going alright, but I was running out of time. 'Cause you had one foot out the door, I swear I didn't see. But if you're really going away, here's some final words from me. Baby, write this down, take a little note to remind you in case you didn't know. Tell yourself I love you and I don't want you to go. Write this down. Take my words and read them every day. Keep them close by, don't you let them fade away. So you'll remember what I forgot to say. Write this down. I'll sign it at the bottom of the page. I'll swear under oath, 'cause every single word is true, and I think you need to know. So use it as a bookmark, stick it on your refrigerator door, hang it in a picture frame up above the mantle where you see it for sure. Baby, write this down, take a little note to remind you in case you didn't know. Tell yourself I love you and I don't want you to go. Write this down. Take my words and read them every day. Keep them close by, don't you let them fade away. So you'll remember what I forgot to say. Write this down. You can find a chisel, I can find a stone. Folks will be reading these words long after we're gone. Baby, write this down. Take a little note to to remind you in case you didn't know. Tell yourself I love you and I don't want you to go. Write this down. Take my words and read them every day. Keep them close by, don't you let them fade away. So you'll remember what I forgot to say. Write this down. Oh, I love you and I don't want you to go. Baby, write this down.
There's a storm across the valley, clouds are rolling in. The afternoon is heavy on his shoulder. There's a truck out on the 4-lane, mile or more away. The whining of his wheels just makes it colder. He's an hour away from riding on your prayers up in the sky. 10 days on the road are barely gone. There's a fire softly burning, supper on the stove. It's the light in your eyes that makes you warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yes, hey, it's good to be back home again. There's all the news to tell you how to spend your time. What's the latest thing the neighbors say? And your mother called last Friday. Sunshine made her cry. You felt the baby move just yesterday. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yes, hey, it's good to be back home again. The time that I can lay this tired old body down, feel your fingers feather soft upon me. The kisses that I live for, the love that lights my way, the happiness that living with you brings me, is the sweetest thing I know. Spending time with you, it's the little things that makes a house a home. Like a fire softly burning, supper on the stove. It's the light in your eyes that makes me warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yes, hey, it's good to be back home again. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes
This old farm feels like a long lost friend. Hey, it's good to be back home again.
The warden led a prisoner down the hallway to his doom. And I stood up to say goodbye like all the rest. And I heard him tell the warden, there's a song my mama sang. Could I hear it once before you move along? Let him sing me back home with the song I used to hear. Make my old memories come alive. Take me away and turn back the years and sing me back home before I die. I recall last Sunday morning, a choir from off the streets came in to sing the few old gospel songs. And I heard him tell the singers, now there's this song my mama sang. Could I hear it once before you move along? Let him sing me back home with a song I used to hear. And make my old memories come alive. And take me away and turn back the years. Sing me back home before I die. Sing me back home or I die.
Her telephone rang about 9:15. She heard his voice on the other end of the line.
wondered what was wrong this time. She never knew what his cause might bring. A trucker like him, it could be anything. She always expected the worst in the back of her mind. He said it's cold out here and I'm all alone. Gonna grab a backhaul and then I'm headed home. I know I've been away too long. I never got a chance to ride or call. I know this job has been hard on us all, but I'll be home soon. And honey, is there something wrong? She said don't bother coming home. By the time you get here I'll be long gone. Somebody new, and he sure ain't no truck driving man. He said I'm sorry it's come down to this. There's so much about you that I'm gonna miss. But it's alright, baby, if I hurry I can still make Cheyenne. Gotta go now, baby, if I hurry I can still make Cheyenne. He left that phone dangling off the hook and slowly turned around and gave it one last look. And then he just walked away. He aimed his rig for that Wyoming line. With a little luck he could still get there in time. And in that Cheyenne wind he could still hear her say, she said don't bother coming home. By the time you get here I'll be long gone. Somebody new, and he sure ain't no truck driving man. She said I'm sorry it's come down to this. There's so much about you that I'm gonna miss. But it's alright, baby, if I hurry I can still make Cheyenne. Gotta go now, baby, if I hurry I can still make Cheyenne. She never knew what his calls might bring. A trucker like him, it could be anything. She always expected the worst in the back of her mind.
I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. You have made me what I am. I am yours. My love, there's so many ways I want to say I love you. Let me hold you in my arms forevermore. You have gone and made me such a fool. I'm so lost in your love. You believe in my song. For so many years I thought I'd never find you. You have come into my life and made me whole. Forever, let me wake to see you each and every morning. Let me hear you whisper softly in my ear. In my eyes, I see no one else but you. There's no other love like I love. And yes, oh yes, I'll always want you near me. I've waited for you for so long. Lady, your love's the only love I need. And beside me is where I want you to be. 'Cause my love, there's something I want you to know. You're the love of my life. You're my lady.
Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good. Lord, have you forgotten me? I've been praying to you faithfully. I'm not saying I'm a righteous man, but Lord, I hope you understand. I don't need fortune and I don't need a fame. Send down the thunder, Lord, send down the rain. But when you're planning just how it will be, then a good day for me. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good. Dawn of the time. All that I'm asking is a little less crime. It might be hard for the devil to do, but it would be easy for you. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope
this day is good. On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep. We took turns of staring out the window at the darkness. Boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, son, I made a life out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. If you don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice. So I handed him my bottle. He drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light. Then the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, if you're gonna play the game, boy, you better learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money, but when you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Every gambler knows the secret to surviving, knowing what to throw away and knowing what to keep. Every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. When he finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out his cigarette, and faded off to sleep. Somewhere in the night, the gambler, he broke even, but in his final words I found an ace that I could keep. Come on. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done.
"3:30 in the morning, not a soul in sight. City's looking like a ghost town on a moonless summer night. Raindrops on the windshield, there's a storm moving in. He's heading back from somewhere that he never should have been. And the thunder rolls, and the thunder rolls. Every light is burning in a house across town. She's pacing by the telephone in her faded flannel gown, asking for a miracle, hoping she's not alright, praying it's the weather that has kept him out all night. And the thunder rolls, and the thunder rolls, the thunder rolls, and the lightning strikes.
Another love grows cold on a sleepless night as the storm goes on out of control. Deep in her heart, the thunder rolls. She's waiting by the window when he pulls into the drive. She rushes out to hold him, thankful he's alive. But all the wind and the rain, a strange new perfume blows, and the lightning flashes in her eyes, and he knows that she knows, and the thunder rolls, and the thunder rolls. The thunder rolls and the lightning strikes. Another love grows cold on a sleepless night as the storm goes on out of control. Deep in her heart, the thunder rolls.
Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a tomato. We laid rubber on the Georgia asphalt. We got a little crazy, but we never got caught. Down by the river on a Friday night, a pyramid of cans in a pale moonlight. Talking about cars and dreaming about living. Never had a plan, still living for the minute. Yeah, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love. Well, we fogged up the windows in my old Chevy. Well, I was willing, but she wasn't ready. So I settled for a burger and a great slow home. Dropped her off early, but I didn't go home. Down by the river on a Friday night, pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight. I'm talking about cars and dreaming about women. I never had a plan, still living for the minute. Yeah, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love. Yeah. Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid rubber on the Georgia ass. Got a little crazy, but we never got caught. Chattahoochee, never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love. A lot about living and a little about love.
Well, excuse me, but I think you got my chair. No, that one's not taken, I don't mind. You sit here, I'll be glad to share. It's usually packed here on Friday night. Oh, if you home. No, I don't mind at all. Oh, I like you too, and to tell you the truth, that wasn't my chair after all. Oh, I like you too, and to tell you the truth, that wasn't my chair after all.
When I was a little bitty boy, just above the floor, we used to go out to Grandma's house every month end or so. Have chicken pie and country ham, homemade butter on the bread. But the best darn thing about Grandma's house was a great big feather bed. It was 9 feet high and 6 feet wide, soft as a downy chick. Made from the feathers of 411 geese, took a whole bowl of cloth for the tick. It hold 8 kids, 4 hound dogs, figure we stole from the shed. Didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun on Grandma's feather bed. After supper we'd sit around the fire, the old folks would spit and chew. Pa would talk about the farm and the war, and my grand sing a ballad or two. I'd sit and listen, watch the fire till a cobweb filled my head. Next thing I know, I'd wake up in the morning in the middle of the old feather bed. It was 9 feet high and 6 feet wide, soft as a downy chick. Made from the feathers of 411 geese, took a hold on the cloth for the tick. It hold 8 kids, 4 hound dogs, a figure we stole from the shed. Didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun on Grandma's feather bed. Yeah! Well, I love my ma, I love my pa, I love Gran and Grandpa too. I've been fishing with my uncle, I wrestled my cousin, I even kissed Aunt Lou. Ooh, and if I ever had to make a choice, I guess it ought to be said, I'd trade them all plus a gal down the road for Grandma's feather bed. It was 9 feet high and 6 feet wide, soft as a downy chick. Made from the feathers of 411 geese, took a hold on the cloth for a tick. It hold 8 kids, 4 hound dogs, figure we stole from the shed. Didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun on Grandma's feather bed. Didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun on Grandma's feather bed.